In this video, we will discuss about while and do-while statements in Java. So generally, we have four types of looping statements in Java, right? Those are while, do-while, for each. So out of these four statements, we will look at the while and do-while statements in this video. And in my next video, I will try to cover for and for each statements, okay? So first of all, what is a while statement? The while statement continuously executes a block of statements while a particular condition is true. So that means here we are executing some statements continuously. So we are executing these statements continuously until the condition is actually returning false. Okay, so when the condition is actually returning true, we are executing the statements. So until the condition is returning false, we will execute that. Okay, so when the condition is actually returning false, we will break that one and we will come out of it. That means we will not execute the statements anymore. Okay, so first let's see the syntax of this while statement. Then we will look at one example. Okay, so here, as the name suggests, while statement means first we need to write the while keyword. Okay, while, and open the braces and close the braces, and open the curly braces and close the curly braces. So here in this parenthesis we need to write the expression. Okay, so you can say expression or you can call it as a condition also. Okay, so this is where the expression or condition will be placed, and inside this while we write the code or statements, we can say statements or code that we want to execute. So here what happens, you will write some condition, right? So until this condition is actually returning false, you will execute this statement. That means when this condition is actually returning true, you are executing this. So if the condition is returning false, we will not execute this. Okay, so that is the syntax, guys. So now let's look at one example. For example, I want to print 10 values. Okay, so 1 to 10 I want to print. Let me take one variable here. I will say I equal 0. So I have declared one variable and I have initialized the variable with 0 value. So now here I need to write the condition, right? So I will say I less than 10. Okay, that means until the I value is less than 10, I can execute this statement. So let me write one statement. I will simply print the I value here. So after this, I need to increase the value or decrease the value, right? So you need to perform any one operation, either increment operation or decrement operation. Otherwise, this loop will be an infinite loop. Why? Because the I value is 0. So you are not increasing or decreasing the I value, right? So it will always a 0 and 0 less than 10. So that is always true, right? So this condition will never return false. So it is always returning true only. So that means this loop, whatever we have written, this loop will be continuously executing. Okay. So that is why we have to increase or decrease the values. So I plus plus. So here I am increasing the value because my value is starting from 0, right? I need to increase the value to reach till 10. So that is why I am increasing the value. So now let me just execute this program. So here in the right side console you can see the values are printed, right? So first 0 value will be going, okay, and it will compare 0 less than 10 and it is returning true, right? So it will print this value. So that is 0, okay. Then next time I value will be incremented. So I is 1, okay. So I, that means 1 less than 10. That is also true, right? So it will print the 1 value also. Like that it will try to print, okay. So when the I value reaches 9 here, it will print 9, then it will increment the I value. So when the I value is incremented, it will be 10, right? So here the condition is checked next time, okay. 10 less than 10. So that is written false, right? Because 10 will not be lesser than 10. So that is why this condition is actually returning false. So that time it will come out of it. So it will not print 10 value here. So that is why you are not seeing 10 value here, okay. So this is how we actually work with while statements. So you got the idea, right? Why we are actually using the while statement. So it is almost similar to a if condition only, but with looping, okay. In if condition, what we actually do? We verify the condition, then we execute some code, right? Here also we are verifying the condition and we are executing the code. But this code we are executing continuously, okay? In the if condition, only once the code is actually executed. But here, the code will be executed until this condition is actually returning false, okay? So that is how this while is actually working. So next we will look at the do while statement. So what is actually a do while statement? So in this while, what we are doing? We are verifying the condition first, then we are executing the statements, right? In the do while, it is a little bit reverse, okay? So what we actually perform in do while is, first we execute the statements, then we verify the condition, okay? Here, first we are verifying the condition, right? So if the condition is actually written true, then only we are executing the statements. If the condition is written false, then we will not execute anything. We will come out of it, right? But in the do while, first we execute the statement, then we verify the condition. So before I explain the do while, let me show you one more example with the while only, okay? So here, if I put 10, what happens? This condition will be written false, right? So this will not print anything, right? So let me just verify that. So now you see, nothing is printed in the console, right? Why? Because the I value is 10. So already it is 10. So 10 will not be lesser than 10. So this condition is actually returning false. So that is why this while is not executing. Okay. So this while will be executed only when this condition is returning true, right? So let me implement the do while here. So I'll just comment this. So I'll write the do while. So how do we write the do while? The same way. First we need to write the do block, then while block. So here we have created a do block, then we have added the while. So here we don't have while block. We have the do block and we have the while condition. So that you need to remember. Okay. So here we need to put the expression or condition we can say. Okay. So in the do block we will write the statements, what we want to actually execute. Okay. So let's see the same example. So here I have given I equal to 10 and I am trying to print the values, right? So the same code I will copy here. The same condition. Condition is also same and the statements that I am executing also same. But I am putting that inside the do while statement. So now let me execute this. Now you see, we got 10 value, right? When we are executing this while statement, we are not getting anything. Why? Because first condition is actually evaluated, then it is going inside the while block, only if the condition is returning true. But here, first do block will be executed, then it will check the condition, okay? So here what happens, now I value is 10, right? So it will come to do block and it will print the value, this 10 and I plus plus, okay? That means I is 11. Then it will come here and I is less than 10. That means 11 is less than 10. So the value is actually, the condition is returning false, right? So that means it will not execute again, okay? So if you put 0, then it will execute, okay? First it will execute 0, then it will increase the value. So let me execute this code. Now you see, from 0 to 9 it is printing, right? So this is how we actually work with while and do while statements. The only difference is, in while, first we verify the condition, then we execute the statements. And in the do while, first we execute the statement, then from the second iteration, we verify the condition. Okay? The first iteration will be always executed without any condition checking in the do while. From the second iteration, we verify the condition. So based on the condition return value, we execute the statements. Okay? But here, from the first iteration itself, we verify the condition. So that is the main difference between while and do while statements, guys. So that is about while and do while statements in Java. So I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please hit the like button and also share it with your friends. So if you have any doubts or if you are facing any issues while writing this program, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.